Hey, I'm Kenneth Wajda. I'm a professional photographer here in Colorado. Welcome to another one of my photo chats, all things photography. So today I want to talk about, I was just on a TV show locally produced called Behind the Lens. And when it's out in a few weeks, I'll put a link to it in here. And it's a documentary show about photographers. And the topic was, how do you find inspiration? And I said, how can I not be inspired? I don't understand that question. And the interviewer said, well, people get, down, and they get dry spells and they get bored. And I said, I don't understand that. Because my answer is just go do the work. When I don't have any ideas, I go out and photograph. When I don't know what to shoot, I go out and shoot. When I am not sure where to go, I find a place. I go somewhere. The places that don't look like they would have anything to offer often have something. And the things and places that you expect are going to be great, they may not. But nothing happens at home. Nothing happens when we sit still. And I told somebody recently, to make it in photography or any other discipline, you just have to do it constantly, daily. The person who makes a photograph every day is going to get to be really good. Because doing anything on a daily basis, not regular basis, a daily basis, it exponentially grows. What you learned yesterday adds to what you're doing today, adds to tomorrow. And it constantly grows. And a week later, you have 7 days in. And a month later, you have 30 days in. And that turns into 360 days in a year later. Everything keeps growing. In 3 years, you have 1,000 days in. Do you think that if you photograph for 1,000 days in a row, you might be better than if you photographed a handful of times when you felt like it on a weekend? And I'm not one to say only go out when you feel like it. I'm one to say, who cares if you don't feel like it? Go out anyway. Who cares if you don't feel like doing the work? If you're a photographer, you go out and do the work. You will find subjects when you go looking. When you need to find things to photograph, you will find things to photograph. That's the way it works. And no matter what you want to do, staying home isn't getting it done. And the frequency, the consistency. You could say, well, do you go out every day? It's like, I do. I take out the camera every day. Now, some of it may be I'm going out to go get coffee and I'm taking the camera with me and it's part of my walk to the coffee shop. But I'm always going out to work. Often I'm driving somewhere. Often I'm getting in the car and I'm taking different cameras with me. But no matter what, I am going through my day. A lot of my day is doing the things I want to do anyway and taking pictures along the way while I'm doing those things. So for me, taking photos every day, I don't think there's a day in the last, I don't know how many years that I haven't made a photograph, because I take photographs in my daily routine. In the places that my day takes me, I take photographs. And that's how I can create regular photographs for the Roy Stryker Project, which puts out 3 posts a week. And it's been doing it for 5 years. How do you put out anything for 5 years unless you just keep doing it? How do you have consistent videos like this one unless you say, there's no such thing as not delivering? There's no such thing as, well, I don't have any, I'm just going to let it go. There's no such thing. Get the work done. When my videos are coming to, I'm running out of videos, I go make more. Because there's no such thing as, there's no excuse, there's no way I can say, well, I don't feel like it. Who cares what you feel like? People want to talk photography, and I want to talk photography with them. And I'm going to drop the ball and not do it because I don't feel like it one day? Make the work. When you don't feel like it, go out anyway. If you don't feel like it, go get a coffee. Go take a walk to get a coffee instead of driving, and photograph along the way if you see anything. Let the thing hit you in the head. Let it come to you as an idea. You could just have the camera on and say, I'm just looking, but I don't see anything, I don't see anything, I don't see anything. I'm going to be grumpy and I'm going to say I don't see anything. Oh, that's fine. And only photograph if you see something that catches your eye. But something will. Something will, because you'll go out there and you're aware. Your awareness is so high that you're looking for something. And you might find an old glove stuck on a fence post that you would never think to photograph, but it's like, well, it is something. Somebody stuck a glove on a fence post. And then you photograph that, and it ends up being one of the photos that a lot of people say, I just like the simplicity of that. And why did you shoot that? I was just looking for something, and I couldn't find anything else. Well, that's a great answer, because you went out and did the work. But we have to make the work. We can't make excuses. We have to make the work. We have to make it daily, and every single day. There's no days missed. Every single day, it's a constant in our world. Or we're not photographers, which is fine. We don't have to all be photographers making photographs every day. But the ones who want to be photographers, they want to be the pro. They want to get to the point of doing gallery shows and being known and having books published and having a body of work. Those are photographers. They do the work. And they do it every day. All right, that's today's photography talk. If you're enjoying these, hit the subscribe button. If you can support, please do. And thank you to all my supporters. I'll be back next time. We'll talk more photography. As always, here's the good light.